Welcome to our Hong Kong Brief Show. I'm your host Ginny. Today, we've got some exciting news from around the region. First up, Hong Kong's very own Bar Leone has just made history by topping Asia's 50 Best Bars 2025 list, and it's the only debutant to win in its first year. The awards ceremony was held in Macau, shining a spotlight on the vibrant cocktail scene across Asia, with rising stars from Jakarta and Bengaluru also making waves. Stay tuned for more on this glamorous celebration of mixology. Next, let's talk stocks. Hong Kong's market has been on fire, climbing for 5 days straight, fueled by Nvidia's big move to resume chip sales to China. The Hang Seng Index hit its highest point since March, and tech stocks like Baidu and Alibaba saw notable gains. Nvidia's CEO will be speaking at a Beijing expo soon, which has traders feeling optimistic about US-China relations. It's a roller coaster out there, so keep your eyes peeled for more updates. And in sports, Hong Kong's top pickleball player Jack Wong is aiming for the stars. He's gunning for a triple crown at the upcoming Hong Kong Open in August, competing in singles, doubles, and mixed doubles. Partnered with South Korea's Kim Young-won and his sister Cody Wong, Jack is determined to put Hong Kong on the map in this fast-growing sport. So, get ready to cheer him on as he chases his dreams. Please continue to watch for more detailed stories. South China Morning Post reports that Hong Kong's Bar Leone has once again secured its position at the top of Asia's 50 Best Bars 2025 list, marking its second consecutive year as the region's premier cocktail destination. The Shangwan Bar's remarkable achievement follows its historic debut at number 1 in 2024, a rare feat in the list's history. During the awards ceremony at Macau's Wynn Palace, founder Lorenzo Antinori and his team expressed their astonishment and joy, especially Justin Shunhua, who shared a personal connection to Hong Kong. The event was lively, with celebrations extending to Hong Kong, where Antinori recently opened Montana, a new venture with renowned mixologist Simon Caporali. The ceremony also celebrated other notable achievements, including the Legend of the List Award for Bangkok's Vesper, and the Industry Icon Award honoring Hong Kong's Jay Khan. The list highlighted the rising prominence of mainland China's bartenders and bars, such as Guangzhou's Hope and Sesame and Shenzhen's Mo Bar, along with a significant influx of new entries from Jakarta and Bengaluru, signaling a vibrant and expanding Asian cocktail scene. The upcoming awards event in Hong Kong's Kai Tak Cruise Terminal promises to further showcase the region's dynamic bar culture. In South China Morning Post's coverage of Hong Kong stocks, the market experienced a fifth consecutive day of gains, buoyed by Nvidia's announcement to resume chip sales to China, easing recent US-China tensions. The Hang Seng Index surged 1% to 24,832.43, reaching its highest level since March 19, with the tech-heavy Hang Seng Tech Index climbing 2.8%. Major Chinese tech giants like Baidu, Alibaba, and Meituan saw notable increases, reflecting investor optimism. Nvidia CEO Jensen Huang's upcoming address in Beijing and the company's decision to sell a China-compliant version of its H20 chip after U.S. export license assurances further boosted confidence. Nvidia's U.S. stock also rose 4%, while a new IPO, Huadian New Energy Group, saw a staggering 183% jump in Shanghai. Meanwhile, markets in Australia, South Korea, and Japan showed mixed or subdued performances, with Australia's S&P ASX 200 declining slightly and Japan's Nikkei remaining steady, illustrating cautious optimism amid broader regional economic dynamics. The South China Morning Post vividly recounts Jack Wong Hong Kit's passionate pursuit of pickleball glory at the upcoming Hong Kong Open, where he aims for an unprecedented treble victory in men's singles, doubles, and mixed doubles. Once a tennis player, Wong's excitement about the tournament's debut in Hong Kong is palpable, emphasizing his focus on delivering his best performance amidst a competitive field that includes top international players. Partnered with South Korea's Kim Young-won and his sister Cody Wong Hong-yi, Wang is determined to challenge the global elite, asserting that Asian players like himself are ready to fight for recognition and respect on the international stage. Omega's storied partnership with NASA is a testament to human ingenuity and cosmic exploration, as detailed in the South China Morning Post. Celebrating 6 decades of collaboration, Omega's Speedmaster Moonphase meteorite and Moonwatch models embody the spirit of lunar adventure, featuring genuine moon meteorite elements and intricate engravings that echo the historic Apollo missions. The narrative highlights the pioneering journey from the first Omega worn in space by astronaut Walter Schirra to the latest models, which incorporate advanced technology like the coaxial master chronometer caliber 3861. These timepieces serve as both tributes to lunar exploration and symbols of daring exploration beyond our planet, blending scientific achievement with exquisite craftsmanship. The South China Morning Post also introduces Henry Jacques new HJ Voyage perfume cases and summer scents, transforming travel into an art form. Crafted from rare leathers and woven fabrics, these elegant cases safeguard the Maison's luxurious fragrances, less essences and less brooms, allowing travelers to carry their signature scents in style. The collection's perfumes evoke a sensory journey through exotic floral, spicy, and musky notes, each designed to complement the sophistication of summer adventures. From Femme de HJ's floral bouquet to Musk Oil White's exotic allure and Ulysses' spicy confidence, Henry Jacques elevates the art of fragrance, ensuring that elegance and craftsmanship accompany every voyage, whether to a beach resort or a bustling city street. The South China Morning Post reports that Skechers is capitalizing on Hong Kong's retail slump by leasing a prime Causeway Bay space previously occupied by the luxury Swiss watchmaker Patek Philippe. The new tenant secured a 3-year lease at 360,000 Hong Kong dollars per month, significantly lower than Patek Philippe's former rent of 550,000 Hong Kong dollars, reflecting the broader decline in retail rents amid economic challenges. This shift exemplifies the changing landscape of Causeway Bay, where high rents and a saturated market have led to a surge in vacancies and a reconfiguration of tenant mixes. Notable closures include Prince Jewelry and Watch, which had to surrender its space after a rent hike from 1.1 million Hong Kong dollars to 2 million Hong Kong dollars, and the Transformers, the Arc restaurant, which vacated earlier this year. The overall retail environment remains strained, with vacancy rates hitting record highs and rents declining, compounded by the upcoming supply of new retail space expected to further pressure rents and occupancy. The South China Morning Post also highlights the academic achievements of Hong Kong students, focusing on the recent release of results from the Diploma of Secondary Education (DSE) exams. This year saw a record number of candidates, with over 55,000 students, including a significant increase in private candidates from mainland China. Among the top performers, a male student achieved the highest scores, earning 4 level 5 grades across electives and core subjects, alongside excellent results in citizenship and social development. A total of 16 students from 14 schools achieved the coveted 5 grade, with 10 of them earning perfect scores across 6 subjects, marking a significant milestone in Hong Kong's education landscape. The results underscore the rising academic standards and the competitive spirit among students, with the top scorer celebrated as the city continues to emphasize educational excellence amid ongoing societal and economic pressures. The South China Morning Post reports on Hong Kong football star Matt Orr's candid reflections after the national team's defeat to China in the East Asian Football Championship. Despite Hong Kong's lower world ranking and a history of poor results, having lost all 15 matches in the tournament, Orr expressed a mixture of disappointment and optimism. His team had hoped to challenge China, especially after their recent struggles, but individual errors and a lack of fitness, partly due to players returning from summer holidays, undermined their efforts. Orr acknowledged that Hong Kong's goal against Japan was a rare bright spot in a tough campaign, and despite the loss, he emphasized the progress made over the years. He praised the support from fans and maintained confidence that Hong Kong football is on an upward trajectory, aiming to establish itself as a consistently competitive team in Asia. The match left a sour taste, but Orr's resilient outlook reflects the team's determination to improve and adapt in future competitions. According to Nikkei Asia, Natixis, a prominent French investment bank, is actively expanding its footprint in Japan with a focus on facilitating energy transition and digital transformation. The bank recently opened a Tokyo branch amidst a surge in cross-border mergers and acquisitions, which hit a record 34 trillion yen in the first half of 2024. Lucent, Asia-Pacific head of Natixis, emphasizes Japan's potential for sustainable development, noting the country's continued reliance on coal and gas despite the shift towards hydrogen and renewables. The bank aims to support Japanese companies in restructuring and unlocking value, driven by Japan's evolving corporate governance reforms and increased shareholder activism, which are seen as paving the way for long-term growth. Supported by Group BPC's cooperative ownership structure, Natixis leverages its extensive network across Asia to tap into opportunities, including asset management for Chinese investors seeking higher yields amid a low-interest environment, and sees China's massive growth potential in electric vehicles and batteries as a strategic avenue for future investments. South China Morning Post vividly captures the revival of Star Cruises' Star Voyager, a cruise ship that symbolizes resilience and renewal for Henteng Hong Kong after its bankruptcy during the pandemic. The vessel's 2025 season marks a triumphant comeback, offering 45 trips to destinations like Taiwan, Japan, Vietnam, and the Philippines. The narrative highlights the ship's luxurious amenities, ranging from outdoor pools and water slides to a diverse array of restaurants, theaters, and fitness facilities, creating a floating paradise for nearly 2,000 passengers. The author vividly describes the breathtaking sunrise over the open ocean and the vibrant port cities of Kaohsiung and Magong, where travelers explore iconic temples and local markets, immersing themselves in rich cultural traditions like Mazu worship. The onboard experience is equally immersive, with nightly entertainment, arts and crafts, and social events culminating in a glamorous farewell gala, offering a perfect blend of leisure, adventure, and cultural discovery that underscores the cruise's role as a symbol of recovery and leisure in a post-pandemic world. South China Morning Post reports that Pop Mart, the Chinese toymaker renowned for its innovative collectibles like the Labubu character, is experiencing explosive growth in 2025. The company projects a more than 200% increase in revenue and at least 350% rise in profit for the first half of the year, driven by the global recognition of its brand and diversified product offerings. The success of its Labubu toy, created by artist Kazing Lung, has captivated fans across Asia and Western markets, with high-profile endorsements from celebrities such as Rihanna and the family of David Beckham. Pop Mart's strategic expansion into overseas markets, where it positions itself as a premium brand, has significantly improved its revenue structure and gross profit margins. The company also benefits from economies of scale, cost efficiencies, and tighter expense controls, fueling its rapid growth despite challenges like resale price fluctuations and regulatory warnings over its blind box business model. This remarkable trajectory underscores Pop Mart's emergence as a major player in the global toy industry, driven by a blend of innovative design, savvy marketing, and international appeal. The South China Morning Post vividly details the evolving landscape of cross-strait relations, revealing how mainland Chinese academics are actively exploring potential governance models for Taiwan amid rising tensions. Since Xi Jinping's 2019 speech advocating for exploring a two-systems solution, scholarly articles have surged, examining options from the Hong Kong model to Taiwan-style socialism and even the controversial idea of establishing a shadow government for post-reunification control. These studies, often published in state-backed journals, analyze the balance of autonomy and central government intervention, with some proposing that Taiwan could be governed by patriots or through a separate governance without division approach, all while emphasizing the importance of legal frameworks and lessons learned from Hong Kong's security laws. Despite widespread public opposition in Taiwan, over 84% oppose the one country, two systems concept. Beijing's academic discourse increasingly considers non-peaceful reunification, including the deployment of military force, economic blockades, and even civil war tactics, reflecting a shift from deterrence to proactive promotion of reunification, especially as U.S. support for Taiwan persists. Scholars warn that these discussions, while primarily theoretical, serve to shape policy options and influence perceptions, underscoring Beijing's cautious yet strategic planning amid a complex geopolitical environment. Meanwhile, the South China Morning Post shares an intimate portrait of Jeremy Everard, a cheese enthusiast whose passion for cheese labels and dairy culture blossoms into a unique culinary venture in Hong Kong. Everard's fascination with the iconic red and white Laughing Cow label from childhood evolved into a collection of over 1,000 cheese labels dating back to the 1930s, symbolizing family ties and friendships. His obsession, rooted in a love for dairy and hospitality, led him to manage cheese cellars at prestigious restaurants like the Four Seasons and eventually open Roku, a cheese-centric omakase that celebrates spontaneity and authenticity. Everard's collection, often repurposed into handwritten menus and shared with guests, embodies the French cultural identity and the universal appeal of cheese, bridging tradition and modern gastronomy. His story highlights how personal passions can transform into innovative culinary expressions, blending art, history, and community in a casually chic setting that champions the joy of simple, honest food. Deutsche Welle recounts the remarkable life of Fao Jising, the legendary marathon runner who defied age and expectations until his death at 114. Known as the Turban Tornado, Singh's journey into competitive running began only at age 89, after a childhood marked by frailty and inactivity. His late debut saw him completing 9 marathons, including the London Marathon and Toronto's Race for Centenarians, inspiring countless with his resilience and dedication. Despite lacking official documentation to verify his age, Singh's achievements broke records and stereotypes about aging, emphasizing the importance of perseverance and charity. His death after being struck by a vehicle near his Punjab village marks the end of a life that symbolized vitality and hope, reminding us that age is just a number. Fao Jising's story continues to inspire worldwide, celebrating the human spirit's capacity to transcend physical limitations and embrace life's challenges with unwavering determination. South China Morning Post highlights Abby Elliott's portrayal of Natalie Sugar-Berzotto on FX's critically acclaimed series The Bear, emphasizing her role as the empathetic and stabilizing sister who keeps her family united amidst the chaos of a failing restaurant and her brother Carmi's struggles. Born into a comedy dynasty on Manhattan's Upper East Side, Elliott's lineage includes her father Chris Elliott, a Saturday Night Live alum and Schitt's Creek star, and her grandfather Bob Elliott, part of the comedy duo Bob and Ray, underscoring comedy's deep roots in her family. Her connections extend to industry insiders like SNL writer Steve Higgins and her husband Bill Kennedy, a talented screenwriter and producer, with whom she shares 2 children. Despite her early start at SNL in 2008 as its youngest female cast member, Elliott's journey was marked by intense pressure, eventual departure, and subsequent success in TV roles like How I Met Your Mother and Odd Mom Out. Her role as Sugar feels especially personal, especially as her real-life pregnancy was woven into the storyline, adding emotional depth. To prepare for her part managing a restaurant, she shadowed a restaurant manager in California, even though her own brief stint as a hostess was brief and unpaid, demonstrating her dedication to authentically embodying her character's chaotic world. Thank you for tuning in. The content above showcases the latest briefing reports and analytical synopses, thoughtfully curated by the 6Do team. These insights stem from a wide array of reputable media outlets, think tanks, government sources, and specialized experts worldwide. We encourage you to explore these sources for a comprehensive perspective. Keep in mind that while the content may not always align with the official standpoint of 6Do Brief, it's not meant to be taken as absolute directives for decision-making. Comprising seasoned media professionals, learned scholars, and accomplished scientists, the 6Do team embodies a trailblazing, fully independent media entity. To customize 6Do Brief to meet your professional needs, you have the option to subscribe to a diverse array of briefings on our website, 6dobrief.com. Regardless of your location, you can conveniently receive 6Do Brief via email.